Welcome to the Trading Cards and Collectibles podcast on the Radcast Network. From chasing grails to calling bluffs and going inside the hobby. Are you ready to collect? Let's get at it. Here is your host, Ryan Alford.
Welcome to Trading Cards and Collectibles. Today is a loaded episode, jam-packed. We got a special announcement, special interview here on Trading Cards and Collectibles. VeeFriends has a huge announcement. Just telling you, one of the biggest names in retail is picking them up. Got a great collaboration. Talked to Andy Krainak, the president of VeeFriends. Talked all about that announcement. It's a big one. Then, of course, Brian and Ryan, Ludden. Yes, LUDX. The LUDX segment of the week. Brian and I break it down. Got into all the hot cards, Major League Baseball, huge announcements and giveaways. You don't want to miss that one bit on today's Trading Cards and Collectibles. All right, guys, what's up? We're breaking in here. Hey, we've got a special release, if you want to call it. I didn't know we were going to get into late breaking news here on Trading Cards and Collectibles, but you know what? We got friends in good places and we like to support good people doing good things. Hey, don't worry. V happy. We got the president of VeeFriends, Andy Krainak. What's up, brother?
How you doing, Ryan? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Hey, if I get an email that says, hey, exclusive announcement, you want in? I'm in. I'm in. I love I've got 4 boys. Gary's been on my show a couple times, the business show and this show and a few other, running into him. And I love what he's done with VeeFriends, what you guys are doing, your leadership, his creativity, match made in heaven. And it's just the messages of positivity. And there's so much negative shit out there that I love what you guys are doing, having 4 boys, getting positive messages. And you know what? The big boys are paying attention, it sounds like.
Absolutely. And I love that you mentioned your 4 boys too. I think VeeFriends has been really successful to date because of the authenticity. And I think the authenticity comes from Gary. It's a combination of everything he loves. We have the messages and values of these characters and what they represent, whether it's Empathy Elephant or Balance Beetle or Flexing Fox. But also it's culture, it's collectibles, it's storytelling, and we're doing it in really fun and innovative ways. And I think our partners and our exclusive partners at New York Comic Con this year recognize that.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's so funny how momentum you feel. I'm sure it's feeling that way internally.
Yeah, we say brick by brick at VeeFriends because that's how we think about building this IP long term every day. The announcement with Walmart today is just another stepping stone into creating what we want, what we aspire to be with this IP. But with the release of our Topps Chrome VeeFriends product in May, I think we really caught people by surprise because there's a lot of people in the hobby that might be familiar with Gary, but have never really tapped in or understood VeeFriends or were familiar with the brand at all. But outside of the hobby, we've been building a very, very passionate community of collectors and fans that really love this IP and these characters. And I think that came to life come May when our first ever Chrome product was released, which is really exciting. And it's been extremely successful. And I think we're just continuing to build off of that momentum.
Now, Walmart distribution, let's spell that for everyone exactly what it is, what that means.
So at New York Comic Con next week at the Walmart booth 2821, Walmart is going to be giving a free bundle of VeeFriends comic, which is almost sort of like a prequel. It's a special story edition A, we're calling it, which is the lead up story to the first ever VeeFriends comic book. And inside of that comic book is a VeeFriends mini sticker. It's a smaller sticker of the super sticker, which we first released actually in collaboration with a restaurant. You could get that sticker in the Happy Meals of purchases. But it's going to be at the Walmart booth. We're also going to be doing a live stream with Gary, where those not in attendance are going to be able to join Gary and the VeeFriends team on Walmart Live and try to snag one of 300 CGC graded comic books. And really exciting. I think this is the first phase of what will hopefully be a long-term partnership with VeeFriends as we bring a wider audience and awareness to our characters and our IP, and hopefully for Walmart, bringing a lot of innovation and excitement and fandom around the collectibles and generally our business acumen is how we think about onboarding new collectors into the space and hobby.
Yeah, 100%. Andy, I know you're a busy man. We got the big release. talk to me. Let's talk to the audience. Okay, next week's release, what does it mean for the audience? What can they, get their hands on? Where is it going to be? Any of the logistical things like that?
Yeah. Well, if you are coming to New York Comic Con, good news. We have a lot of event exclusives outside of just what we're releasing with Walmart. A lot of them, honestly, they're free giveaways. You can come to our booth. We're going to be right by Funko's booth. We're having a Funko Pop again for the second year. Or come by Walmart's booth. Gary's going to be doing a signing of this giveaway, which will be awesome. Besides that, if you're not going to New York Comic Con, hit someone else up who is, so that you can make sure you get some of these exclusive VeeFriends collectibles. Otherwise, tune into Walmart Live. I think Walmart recognizes again the industry of not just collectibles, but retail is really evolving, and it is coming in the form of live shopping. And we are going to be going live on Walmart Live with Gary, which I believe is going to be Thursday, October 9th at 1 p.m. on Walmart Live, which should be available to anyone who wants to check in on the live. We're going to have 300 of those graded exclusive comics available. And honestly, I think it'll be a really good time to just hang out, learn more about the product, see Gary and his element at New York Con on the live stream. It should be a good time.
We'll have all of that in the show notes that will be linked here. We'll link it this week and next week's release. We really support what Andy, Gary, and the whole VeeFriends team is doing. Positive message. He nailed it, man. Hey, it's about business. But look, we can do it in a positive way, and we could share what matters in this world in ways that collects and brings great values both inside and maybe to your wallet. Yeah. Andy, brilliance. I love what you're doing. I really appreciate you for stopping in. I know you're busy. This is an important announcement. It's big news for you guys. Congratulations.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the opportunity. Man. I really value and appreciate the support.
Hey, guys, you know where to find us. You know where it is. Collectibles.show. We'll have all the links to everything Andy mentioned. And of course, more in today's episode.
Collecting's Americana. Honestly, getting in this industry, people collect something. It's just part of our culture. It could be like freaking stickers or stamps or whatever it is, but everyone has something they like.
I remember you talking about the Brady lover that's got like 39,000 different cards or something like that.
His collection's almost like $1 million. He walked up to me at the National. He looks like he jumped off a bus. He's like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I got 39,000 Tom Brady cards and here's my collection. I'm like, holy crap.
You got like somebody that's got 40,000 of them and he keeps rescanning them or something because he's like, it's got to be worth more than that. And I've done that myself. I've rescanned a few cards on Ludwig's like, maybe the valuation would go higher if I scan it more.
That's funny. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Trading Cards and Collectibles, powered by Ludex. Brian, what's up, brother?
How you doing, my man? Week 2.
Hey, I know. Week 2. Brian and Ryan coming to you. We had a lot of big releases, though, this week. Being in the card game with the boys in the opening side and selling, we've gone through our fair share of Bowman Chrome, which came out. And then, I got to go there. This isn't all collectibles, Brian, and I know how much this gets play in the Ludex app. But Pokémon Mega Evolution came out. I got a variation of each of the packs here. That's been hot. I mean, it's just funny when you see, like, at least around here, you go to a Walmart, good luck finding any retail product of Pokemon or something. But it's like, grown men fighting one another.
Yeah. No, that said, it's crazy because we'll be like, Pokemon will sit here like this, and then the release comes out and you just see it pop by 20% scans.
Y'all seen it pop the last few days or weekend or whatever? Yeah.
In a month, the month when there's a release, we'll scan about 3 million Pokemon. And that's a release month. Without that release, it's about 2.2 million. So a month. So it's definitely a big bump.
Collectibles.show is where you'll find all of the channels and learn more about what we're doing. And ultimately, hey, we want to hear from you. You do case hits at collectibles.show. We want you to send in your favorite pulls of the week. And here's the difference. This isn't about just value. Hey, we want to see some $10,000 hits. Had a couple of those myself a few months back. But it's not just about the value, it's about what you're collecting. What means something to you? Share a story, share a video of you holding up the card that you hit last week that was your favorite player and you nailed it. So casehits@collectibles.show, send in those videos. I want to know the stories. We're going to bring them to life here on the show. We're going to do a segment each week once we get rolling and get some videos in where we share that on the show with us. We want to feature you on Collectibles show. Does Ludex like your scanning? Do you have to train it on every new set that comes out? Or is it like y'all have AI or something like, is it everything new? If it comes out, you got to retrain it?
No, I mean, we have some proprietary models that kind of take a lot of the lift out.
All right.
It would just be too hard to keep up with them. But that was it was a big piece of technology that we had to build to get relevant cards in. So,
and that's the thing. I'll say this. So, plug for our team here, but I'm just saying, Pokemon, like all the scanning card apps struggle with certain things, and none of them are perfect, but Ludex is the best. But Pokemon, they are absolutely, undoubtedly the world champion. Like I get like 9.5 out of 10 with Pokemon with you guys. I love it.
Thank you.
What's hot you got the playoffs, you got these releases going on. What's popping on the charts?
Well, I think just on some interesting data that we like to bring every week to you guys, the number one in the last 5 days is Chapman. Chapman scans are up almost 100% from week to week. And then you have a Cub, Nico Horner, is up 86%.
Damn.
And then, I mean, like an Otani's Otani's already high, so he's not going to he's only up 4%. But yeah, I mean, those are the big ones. And Jose Ramirez is up 41%, which is kind of weird, but maybe someone just really has a liking to Jose Ramirez. But those are the three big ones for sure.
You got like somebody that's got like 40,000 of them, and he keeps rescanning them or something, like, because he's like, it's got to be worth more than that.
I mean,
denial scans, like I've done that myself. Like I've rescanned a few cards on Ludex. Like I want that. Maybe the valuation would go higher if I scan it more.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I'll get you next week. I'm going to get you like the guys who have the most of certain player. Like maybe we'll do Otani and see like of the Ludex members who's in the top 5 for how many they have.
What are you talking about? The Brady lover that's got like 39,000 different cards or something like that.
Yeah, and his collection's worth almost like $1 million.
I was about to say it's got to be if he's got that many variations.
He walked up to me at the National, and he looks like he jumped off a bus. Like, I mean, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I'm so and so. I got 39,000 Tom Brady cards, and here's my collection." I'm like, "Holy crap! Collecting's Americana." Like, honestly, like getting in this industry, people collect something. Like, it's just part of our culture, and it could be like freaking stickers or like, I don't know, the stamps or whatever it is. But everyone has something they like. I was thinking about something to engage the audience with as we were talking about scans. So, talking to my talented team over here, we came up with an idea that I think could be pretty cool. So what I want to do is I want to bracket out the playoffs, and then starting next series, we'll see which team has more scans and they move on in the Ludex bracket. So it necessarily won't be winners or losers. It might predict the winners or losers. We'll find out. But at the end, it'll be really interesting to see what teams end up with it week to week.
What's happening in Texas? Talk to me about any updates with the trading card store there, or anything you can talk about.
Yeah, so I'm going to head down there in a couple of weeks, and we're going to start the series of filming it and getting you guys in to see what it's all about. And it'll be definitely a weekly update. Right now, it's just kind of vacant, and they're cleaning it and ripping stuff apart. So we start with a 5,000 square foot like open cube.
That's what it is. It's a blank slate. Yeah, but the renderings I've seen look amazing. I know that's going to be fun, bringing, your baby to life.
I got a proposal for you. I want to do a giveaway, our first giveaway.
Yes,
I think we talked about it last week about giving some Ludex swag away. So what I did is I called my friend Clint Anderson at Zion Cases. He's a Illinois guy.
I like where this is headed.
And I said, can you make a Ludex branded Zion case? And he's like, sure. And he sent a bunch up. And I said, I'm going to give it away to members of whoever watches the podcast. So then I'm thinking, what's a cool thing to do for the giveaway? And if we're going to use the Ludex ecosystem, what I think I want to do is every card that's scanned from today to the final game of the World Series, how many baseball cards were scanned into Ludex during that time? And whoever is the closest wins the Ludex Zion case.
Look at that beauty.
Shiny, beautiful.
Look how nice that is.
Love Zion.
Those
what do you think?
Zion make the best cases, and that Ludex logo is slick. We already know that. What I think is you better start counting. Whoever's listening, you need to start counting because you want that case. And I'm trying to even do the math in my head. You guys get so many freaking scans. Like, I mean, that's a month and a half, isn't it? I mean, it's 2 months. How long is the playoffs? They go all the way through October, November. Like,
I would say they're probably 6-7 weeks, and at that point, I mean, there's some cues in here on these. Like, I've given numbers out. You know, I think you could probably
pay attention, start adding it up, get close. So
it's a lot.
Whoever gets the closest to the total scans that happen from now. In baseball only, or just the
baseball only? All
baseball only scans. We're going to get these notes down, and we'll have it in the notes of the show episode. We'll have it on the screen as well. Ludex Zion case. Are you kidding me? Yes.
I kind of want this one though.
I know.
It's hard to give away shit. It's hard to give away shit that you want.
We'll have all details of that in the show notes each week as we lead up to that. We'll bring it up during this segment. And of course, you got to be counting it and be ready. And then we'll do, I guess, some form of a submission of everyone's guesses once the playoffs end. And good luck to you. It's a big number. Give us some feedback. What do you want to see? What do you want to learn? We're going to make it fun around here, letting our hair down. And look, this is all about collecting and what we collect. I mean, you hear Brian's got 5 million sitting in some of these stole out of some old man's house that he's now.
I ripped someone off and got him. You know what happened though? I know we're running out of time, but I want to tell one story about it
Please.
So these cards were sitting in this guy's basement for 30 years. Right? It's January in Chicago. We're moving these things out. I get them to the storage unit, and one unit is all basketball, one's all football, and the other one's like non-sports, like Marvel, hockey and baseball. 2 days later, my guys are there, and they're like, Brian, you got to see this. This is not good. He goes, there's been a leak. The sprinklers froze. No. I get there, and I walk in and I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, I pick up a binder. I don't have, like I said, I don't know what's in here. I pick up a binder, 61 tops set, the whole set just leaking with water. And I'm like, man, I guess that wasn't meant to ever come out of that basement. But I lost I would say I lost 25% of my baseball and, hockey, but hockey, it's not like I had OPG Gretzky's, but I lost 25% of baseball and I stopped looking through it because I'm like, it is what it is. Like, let's just get it cleaned up. But that was not a fun day.
No. Hopefully you got insurance.
Yeah. We had 10,000. We maxed it out at $10,000. we had 10,000. We had 20,000 top loaders.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, but I mean, I want to see that policy get written.
Yeah, and then they're like, take us to court, and I'm like, well, for $10,000, no one's going to take you to court, and that's kind of how they do it. So self-insured for sure is God, it hurts my feelings thinking on that wet. Oh, jeez. Any other news of the week, Brian, before we get out of here? No, man. I think I have some homework. I'm going to get you guys a peek at the storage unit. I'm going to get you guys. We're going to get that bracket going, and I think, I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, start counting all those scans. Just take it. Hey, pay attention. Go back, listen to last week. We talked a lot of numbers, and every week we'll be bringing up So you can start to formulate your best guesses at the end of the World Series. Brian, brother, always fun. Can't wait till next week.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. This is great. And we got some good things coming up. So let's rock and roll.
Hey, guys, collectibles.show. That's where you find Brian and I, all the recaps, all the info. And of course, go to that app store, look for Ludex. You'll thank me later. We appreciate you. Brian and Ryan here on TCCCC. We got to get an acronym. TCC sounds cool. TCC.
Like
you
that.
know me. You done with TCC? Yeah, you know me. We'll see y'all next week. Out.
Thanks for tuning in to the show. Don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast platform, and don't miss the full video version on YouTube. You can find us at www.collectibles.show or follow Ryan on Instagram at Ryan Alford. Now get out there and collect yours.